ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। ॐ नमस्ताराय नमः शम्भवे च मयो भवे च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च। ॐ श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनामवरानने। ओ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मभक्तियोगधर्मविद्यासम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्मभक्तियोगधर्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। ओम श्री सीतारामाभ्यां नमः। ओम श्री उमामहेश्वराभ्यां नमः। ओम श्री वसिष्ठ विश्वामित्राभ्यां नमः। ओम श्री वाल्मीकि तुलसीदासाभ्यां नमः। ओम श्री वेदव्यास महर्षये नमः। ओम समस्त श्री रामचंद्र स्वामिनः भक्तेभ्यो नमः। समस्त श्री रामायण शास्त्राणाम् आचार्येभ्यो गुरुभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। सर्वेषां तेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोध पुराणेतिहासोक्त भगवद्भागवत ऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनगुरः अस्मिन् क्षणे एव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकहैन्दव संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां भक्तियोगवेदान्तादिसाधनानां प्रक्रियाणां गुरुशिष्यभक्तभगवत्परम्पराणां पुनरुत्थानजागरणविश्वव्याप्तिद्वारा विश्व आध्यात्मिकप्रगतिद्वारा विश्व शान्तिकल्याण एकता पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थं ये साधकाः भक्ताः सेवकाः धर्मसंस्थापकाः अस्माकं सह अस्मिन् धर्मसंस्थापनकार्ये निष्ठिताः आचार्याः गुरवः संस्थाः आश्रमाः तेषां सर्वेषां पूर्णायुरारोग्यैश्वर्य क्षेमस्थैर्यधैर्यवीर्यादि समस्त शक्तिसम्पदा सानुकूल्यता साधनानां प्राप्ति द्वारा बाह्य अभ्यंतर शत्रु विघ्न समूल निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये दिग्विजयार्थं श्री ब्रह्मांड पुराण अंतर्गत अध्यात्म रामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं श्री शिव सहस्रनामावल्याः पारायणं श्री ऋभुगीता शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ श्री राम नाम संकीर्तनम्। ओम श्रीराम जय राम 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 जय राम। ओम नमोस्तु रामाय स लक्ष्मणाय देव्यै च तस्यै जनकात्मजायै नमोस्तु रुद्रेन्द्रयमानिलेभ्यः नमोस्तु चन्द्रार्कमरुद्गणेभ्यः। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। अतः श्री ब्रह्मांड पुराणांतर्गत अध्यात्म रामायण शास्त्रमुत्तरकाण्डं सप्तमः सर्गः श्री महादेव उवाच। श्रीराम उवाच let us chant friends from Narayana 74 से सर्वेषु प्राणिजातेषु ह्यहमात्मा व्यवस्थितः तम अज्ञात्वा विमूढात्मा कुरुते केवलं बहिः क्रियोत्पन्नैर्नैकभेदैः द्रव्यैर्मेनाम्बतोषणं भूतावमानिनार्चायाम् अर्चितोऽहं न पूजितः तावन्माम् अर्चयेत् देवं प्रतिमादौ स्वकर्मभिः यावत् सर्वेषु भूतेषु स्थितं चात्मनि न स्मरेत् यस्तु भेदं प्रकुरुते स्वात्मनश्च परस्य च भिन्नदृष्टेर्भयं मृत्युः तस्य कुर्यात् न संशयः माम् अतः सर्वभूतेषु परिच्छिन्नेषु संस्थितम् एकं ज्ञानेन मानेन मैत्र्याचार्चेत् अभिन्नधीः चेतसैवानिशं सर्वभूतानि प्रणमेत् सुधीः ज्ञात्वा मां चेतनं अशुद्धं जीवरूपेण संस्थितं तस्मात् कदाचित् नेक्षेत भेदमीश्वरजीवयोः भक्तियोगो ज्ञानयोगः मया मातरुदीरितः आलम्ब्यैकतरं वापि पुरुषः शुभमृच्छति ततो मां भक्तियोगेन मातः सर्वहृदि स्थितं पुत्ररूपेण वा नित्यं स्मृत्वा शान्तिमवाप्स्यसि श्रुत्वा रामस्य वचनं कौसल्यानन्दसंयुता रामं सदा हृदि ध्यात्वा चित्वा संसारबन्धनम् अतिक्रम्य गतिस्तिस्रः तिस्रोऽपि अवाप परमां गतिं कैकेयी चापि योगं रघुपतिगदितं पूर्वमेवाधिगम्य श्रद्धा भक्तिप्रशान्ता हृदि रघुकुलतिलकं भावयन्ती गतासुः गत्वा स्वर्गं स्फुरन्ति दशरथसहिता मोदमानावतस्थे माता श्रीलक्ष्मणस्यापि अतिविमलमतिः प्राप भर्तुः समीपम् इति श्रीमदध्यात्मरामायणान्तर्गत उमामहेश्वर संवादे उत्तरकाण्डे सप्तमः सर्गः समाप्तः. So very very important jnana portion. Bhagavan teaching Mata Kausalya after teaching bhakti and general values which help both bhakti and jnana. We only have to become the students repeatedly studying and remembering them and become mindful of all these sadhanas and practice them. Then we are fully sadhakas and we will be fully blessed also. So sarveshu prani jateshu aham atma vyavastitah. So many years we are spending in studying Upanishads. The basic important first and foremost knowledge or thought is this one. In all the being has a self of them, without which those beings cannot exist. In the form of that self or Atma is Bhagavan alone, Paramatma alone, one without second. So tam ajnatva, not knowing him, vimudhatma in the delusion, not knowing is ajnana. Vimudha is delusion. So avidya moha. What does they do? Kurute kevalam bahi. This kevalam bahi kurute is they get lost in doing the karmas prompted by artha kama. That is one meaning of bahihi kurute. Second meaning is they live only life at the level of their own upadhis. Third, therefore they see others also as upadhi. Bahi kurute means therefore at the upadhi level only they live a life of relativity, relating to each other. Then kurute bahi also means only the upasana of stula vigrahas etc. they do, not the self in everyone they recognize. So these are the Vimudata's expressions because of the avidya, not knowing that the Lord is one without second as self in all. See, the Vedanta Jnanam has come. Yaha tu Vimudatma kurute kevalam bahihi. Okay. Now, Bhagavan very clearly says in these two slokas, many archanas, pujas are done to me with so much of kriyas, steps, dravyas, etc. But all those pujas, archanas are not pujas, archanas. I don't receive them. If bhuta avamanina, that person is in other places doing the avamana of the bhutas, the beings. That avamana is a general term. All the meanings that can be seen in that we can say. The first one is not seeing the divine in them itself is avamana. Then relating, correlating with them with the Shatru Mitra Bhavana is second avamana. Especially as Shatru Bhavana, doing dvesha to them, trying to cause harm to them, trouble them by cheating them, by taking away their money, or insulting them, humiliating them, abusing them. All of them come under the word Bhuta Avaman. Not seeing divinity in anyone is the insult of those beings, and through them the God. At the lowest level, Avamanam is this what? Cheating others. How can you even have a thought of cheating someone where there is nobody, someone other than God? Wow, देखो कितना भयंकर ignorance we are in. How can you abuse anyone? Is there anyone other than God? How can you trouble anyone by any reason, any means? So that is meaning of delusion. So Bhagavan very categorical here, unambiguous. My pujas, my upasana archanas never received by me I don't acknowledge, accept them, nor I reciprocate for those who are doing the avamana of the beings. So bhuta avamanina archayam architaham na and na pujitaha. Okay. This 76th shloka is a big one. Lot of important things to be caught in that. Yesterday we saw up to that. What is it? Tavat mam archayet devam pratimadau swakarmavihi. Yavat sarveshu bhuteshu stitam cha atmani na smaret. Literal meaning is, so long we have, as long we have to do the archana of the Lord in the pratima adi while doing one's own swakarma, till the time one recognizes me, the Lord Rama, in one's own self and everyone. So in myself and in you all, till I see the Lord Rama, I have to do the puja archana of Lord Rama and do my swakarma. They appear to be unrelated, but that's what the relation we have to establish. That is why I said this shloka has got that completeness, but subtly said. So the thing to be understood is, when we do puja archana of the Lord, okay, then it is for the artha kama, then only arthi kami jiva samsari only will remain as. It goes on for millions of lives. We should do the puja archana of the Lord for the moksha. Moksha is that state of being where there is no two to bind us. Therefore, in me and in everyone, there is one common denominator called as Lord. Here it is Rama. Recognizing him is the way of liberation. Therefore, all our puja archanas are for that purpose of recognizing the Lord. Therefore, recognizing the Lord in everyone is called real puja. That is why the highest bhakti is jnanam, the highest jnanam is bhakti. Like the greatest Vaishnava is Lord Shiva, and greatest Shiva it is Bhagavan Vishnu. You know? You know? Very visitra, no? Mhm. Here two things are said. Mam archayet devam pratimadav. Okay. So in pratima, in all of that, do my archana. Second is what? Very important. Swakarma bihi mam archayet. Like Geetha, this is what Bhagavan Vyasa or Krishna say in Geetha last 18 chapter में. What a beautiful sentence that is. जिसको क्लिक हो जाता है ना, they are lucky. स्वकर्मणा तमभ्यर्च्य सिद्धिं विन्दति मानवः. Swakarmana means one's own varna, ashrama, dharma, karma, doing them and offering kartrutva, karma, karma phala to the Lord, which is called as archana. Swakarmana tam abhyarcha siddhim vindati manavaha. The man gets siddhi. Siddhi is transcending upadita adhyatma jiva bhava and recognizing oneness with the infinite. These are going to come tomorrow. In our Mandukya to chalta hi rahega 1 saal, 1.5 saal. Even Aitareya Upanishad mein we are seeing in their discussion of the all the Parishat people who assemble to discover Brahma Vidya. Swakarmana tamabhyarcha siddhim vindati manavaha. Therefore, doing archana of the Lord in the Pratima Adi also is archana, and doing our own swakarma, swadharma karma, offering it to Lord also is archana of the Lord. But the purpose of both of them, if we want, it can be any of the worldly gain, then we are samsari. Then what makes us sadhaka? When we want moksha through them. And what is the moksha prapti? Seeing one without second God. Therefore, when we do these upasanas for the moksha, keeping that as sankalpa, Bhagavan gives that wisdom through the gurus. What is the wisdom? There is only one Lord permeating everywhere. That's what he says. Yavat sarveshu bhuteshu sitam cha atmani smaret. जब तक continuously we are in the experience of the one divine in ourselves and everyone, तब तक, and for that purpose only these upasanas and swakarmas have to be done. Once this ability comes, then meditating on that one without second Lord itself is upasana and karma. We need not do those things. That's why Sarvadharman Parityaja stands at that level. So I do my Nitya karma, I do my upasana to develop the vision of oneness. Developing that vision of oneness, when I do it, establishing in that alone is my upasana nitya karma. I need not do other things. In other words, we do nitya karma and upasana for antakarana shuddhi. We shuddha antakarana through jnana. We discover the one Lord who is permeating all, everywhere. That's the moksha. Therefore, there is ultimately liberation only in the discovery of one pure self as ourself. Upanishads we are studying, therefore, lucky we are that at least little grasp we are having. Better than what we were before we studying that. More study, more deeply study, regularly study, do mananam, that knowledge sticks to our heart, pakka, and then use it for meditation and all. Then the transcendence of all upadhis, experience of the self can come. It can come in one life if you are so much dedicated. It may take few lives. How does it matter? That's why I was saying, let us be pakka in our sadhya sadhana and let us start doing the sadhana also as quickly as possible, exclusively. Again, don't mix up the samsara and all. उसको कम करते जाना because that dilutes and pollutes this beautiful life and atmosphere of true spiritual sadhana of discovering the divine through the Jnana Marga supported by Bhakti and Yoga and Karma. So, okay, if that's not done, if one without second Lord is not seen, who is a substratum, the self of all, then seeing only the upadhi and differences upadhi, one is seeing differences and maintaining the differences by differentiating with various activities and attitudes. This fellow is the worst, Bhagavan says. Like in Gita also. What is Sattvika Jnanam? That which sees one in many. Tad Jnanam itti Sattvikam. राजसिक ज्ञान में द्वैत होता है, तामसिक ज्ञान में मैं ही अकेला हूं, दूसरा कोई है ही नहीं. Listen carefully this mantra number 78, नहीं 77 कि यह तो भेदम प्रकुरुते, the one who establishes and works under the influence of bheda, difference, swatmanah cha parasya cha. So I am different, the Lord is different. Lord is different, others are different. Others are different, I am different. So Ishvara Jiva Bheda, Jiva Jiva Bheda, Jiva Jagat Bheda, Jagat Ishvara Bheda. The one who is remaining in that level because of the upadhi given value, not the substratum. Sarveshwara. है ना? To such a भिन्न दृष्टि fellow, भिन्न दृष्टि है भयमो मृत्यु तस्य कुर्यात. He will have bhayam also. That bhaya itself is the mrityu. He will have mrityu. Na samshaya, there is no doubt. And what is the goal of all spirituality? You know, yesterday, day before we saw in our Aitareya Upanishad, when the second chapter ended in the last sixth mantra, Sarvan Kaman Aptva Samabhavat, when that was explained, how Bhagavan explained Shankar Bhagavan Ajay, Amare, Advitiye, in that he gets established. Again, tomorrow also in the first mantra's bhashya of the sixth, second, third chapter, we will see that. The explanation about the Paramatma Vastu. Here also, same thing. What is that? The one who does the Veda Drushti, he will have Bhayam and Mrityu. Is it? That is called bondage. Why? Because liberation is what? In the Abhaya Pratishtha and in the Amrityu Pratishtha. Again, we all are seeking fearlessness and deathlessness. So we'll get the fear and death if we are living life under the influence of the Bheda Drushti. Bheda will always there when you look from the Upadhi standpoint. But you should not give importance to that Bheda. Without the substratum behind, none of any things can express. That substratum is Abheda, one without second vastu. So yada hi eva adrishye anatme anirukte anilene abhaya pratistham vindate ataso bhayangato bhavati yada hi eva esha etasmin ut aramantram kurate atatasya bhayam bhavati tattu eva bhayam vidusha manvanas. The one who establishes duality and thinks himself to be wise, he will always have fear only from the other thing which he considered as other. It is not at all difficult to understand. Simpler than simplest. Again, like when you have a friend, as long as you have a Veda feeling with that friend, you even put your own 1 crore income tax से बचने वाले rupee also with him. Because अभेद, मेरा दोस्त है वो, घर का चाबी देकर you go for तीर्थ यात्रा or somewhere. The moment little Veda comes, even your own children you don't trust. Don't we see that? Wife and husband, अभेद स्थिति, they beat each other every day and they feed each other every day. थोड़ा सा भेद हो गया, श्रद्धा टूट गई या कुछ भी लड़ाई, उसके बाद देन इट्स ए इनएक्सप्लिकेबल इनर मिजरी एंड नो सॉल्यूशन आउटसाइड, बिकॉज वी आर नॉट वेस्टर्न कल्चर्ड कि बस लड़ाई हो गया तलाक करो. उतना वर्स्ट चीज अभी आया नहीं इंडिया में, नहीं आएगा. सो झेलते ही रहेंगे जिंदगी भर, बट देयर इज नो सुख शांति बिकॉज देयर इज अ भेद. एग्जाम्पल आई एम टेलिंग, 30-40 years business partners or employee and employer, some bheda हो गया but you can't be together now. Dukkha. So that is why develop atma drushti and find first abhedata. At the vyavahara level, whatever is to be done, do that according to the position. There also don't trust any bheda, because भेद का कारण के जो उपाधियां हैं, they are not permanent. Therefore, भिन्न दृष्टे भयम मृत्यु तस्य कुर्यात् न संशया. There is no doubt that he will have bhaya and mrityu if he has got the bheda drushti. That's why throughout the Gita, all Upanishad, ekatva samatva, that is what is talking. Avana atma pamena sarvatra samapashyati. Sukha sayogi paramataha. है ना, यस्मिन् सर्वाणि भूतानि आत्मैवाभूत्, यस्तु सर्वाणि भूतानि आत्मन्येव अनुपश्यति. Every of our shastras so exhaustively talk about that ekatva. India stands for that. We see the one among the many. That's why every religion we allow, welcome, how. That's what makes Hinduism also eternal and respectful. The other religions are arrogant and fanatic. That's why they don't express. But if they have little of dimag or heart, they know how glorious of Hinduism is. Sanatan Dharma, because ekam. So, and again at the Upadhi level, you can have Abheda Drishti. Only from Atma Drishti only you can have Abhedata, Ekata. Because the self alone is one without second. उपाधि तो है ही नहीं रियल, कंटिन्यू बदलते भी रहते हैं, उसमें एकता हो ही नहीं सकता. Two twins also cannot be same. For onlooker it may appear same, but mother knows there are 20 differences in those stupid fellows. Okay, now after seeing this very, very important shloka, now Bhagavan gives sadhanas. Mam atah sarva bhuteshu parichinneshu samstitam ekam jnanena manena maitriya charched abhinnadhi. What an important practical sadhana Bhagavan is teaching us. Ataha, therefore, mam, me, mujhe, sarva bhuteshu, in all the beings, parichinneshu, even though how much ever they appear to be parichinna, samstitam, I am staying there, ekam, one without second. I am there. What we have to do to such me? Jnanena, manena, maitriyacha, archayet, avinnadhi. So, don't entertain bhinnata because of the upadhis. In the buddhi, abheda atma only you keep. With that as the basis, jnanena, by your knowledge of oneness, manena, by your love and devotion, by your maitriya, by being friendly to others, in which you give and take and you forgive, etc., you do archana to me. So I see the Lord in you, the pure self, Jnanena. That is my Archana of the God. I see you, my Ishtadevata Lord in you, and love you, etc. That is called my Archana to the Lord Bhakti Margena. And I become friendly to you, wherein anything done by you I forgive, etc. That is again Archana of the Lord at the Mitra level. But one Atma only is there in both. Jnana is Tattva Jnana Drushti. Mana means Bhakti Drushti, one God alone. Maitra is same individuality is there everywhere expressing. By these three ways, we become the worshippers of the God as told by the Lord Himself. ऐसा मेरा अर्चना होता है. ज्ञान से तत्व ज्ञान एकमेवाद्वय ब्रह्म. Manase through devotion, because in and through every upadhi, he alone is working Ishvara. Maitriyacha, we are in this universe at the upadhi level, together to work together, to live together cohesively, not for fighting. Like the 9 planets. Thousands and lakhs of kilometers distant they are, but they are friends to each other. They coordinatingly eke out their own life, their own evolution, and the entire solar system. In turn, all the beings who come under their jurisdiction or their zone. Maitreya. In the same way, it is only the human being who destroys, bigados all the harmonious existence that is happening in the universe between all the things. You know, the sun, the oceans, the mountains, the earth, the forests, the other living beings, every one of them are coordinatedly, cohesively existing. That's how the principle of the universe. If at all one Dushta Rakshasa is there who disturbs all of that is human being, you and I. I'm talking about the word Maitreya. Like in our body, all parts, they are mitra to each other. That way, by being friendly to each other, they sustain themselves, they sustain each other, they sustain the total body. Same way, the whole universe. All beings, by being in mitrata with others, sustain themselves, sustain each other, and the whole universe. That's how the system. Unknowingly they do, naturally they do. You and I, being given the knowledge, given the buddhi, we become ego selfish and isolate from the universe, claim ourselves to be great, and think that we have to be more happy. Then we start becoming rakshasic by not caring any of the weather or atmosphere or other beings. We become destructive. Reduce that Maitreya. Adveshta Sarvabhutanam Maitra. See that second value taught to a bhakta is Maitri only. So Bhagavan expects us to do his archana not only in the Pratima Adi. That is anyway you continue. But doing Upasana in Pratima, but in the human beings, you are not seeing the God, establishing Ragadvesha Shatruta, then we become Bhayagrasta and Mrityugrasta is equal to Samsari. Therefore, along with Archa Puja done to the Murtis, etc., Pratima, be Maitra to all, Mitra to all. So to do the mana, faith of having the divine everywhere, and have the jnana, that one substratum alone is supporting everything. You remember once we said, you know, either jnana jano या mana mano. In both the cases, भगवान only. भगवान को जानना is ज्ञान, नहीं जाना तो भगवान को मानना is a bhakti. Or the one who does the manana, believe in the Lord and accordingly lives disciplinedly, decently for sufficient time, his antakarna is blessed by the God for the jnana. And in jnanam, what we are studying in the Upanishads, what is said by the Lord here, one self beyond behind. Like tomorrow we'll see, Koyam Atma, the two Atmas will be discussed. Kataraha, Vayamupasmahe. In the same way, in Mandukya also studying the seventh mantra, where by the nisheda of the earlier three, padas, the Turyatma is established. That's all jnana. Highly intellectual, wonderful exercises and practices. Upanishad, Bhashya, Padkar, Sarva Vyapak, Eka Brahma ka understanding, and through the rigorous, deep, intense meditations for hours, days, months together, transcending all Upadhi Adhyatma and being one with the self. That's a jnana. Till that time, mana. Till that time, maitri. Other than these three, instead of maitri, the Shatrubhava, instead of mana, the Garva Hankara, instead of jnana, there is a jnana moha, then we are creating hell for us, dukkha for us. Okay? Maitracha archayet abhinnatihi. Now, only two slokas are there with which Bhagwan's teachings will be done. Then Kausalya Mata establishing the Lord and his bhakti towards him in her heart, she gets moksha. So to Kaikeyi and Sumitra, all of that tomorrow we'll see. And अब करें तो फिर जल्दबाजी में करना पड़ेगा, फिर कंटेंटमेंट नहीं होगा. Okay, we will do next year this class. Thank you. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevava Shishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Paramarshibhyo Param Brahmane Sutimatri Om Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu Om Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amritakalashastaya सर्वामय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय श्री महाविष्णवे नमः. ओम भाग्याब्धि चंद्रिका भक्त चित्तके की घनाघन रोग पर्वत दंभोलिर मृत्युदार कुठारिकायै नमो नमः. ओम नासै रोग हरै समबीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा. ओम श्री हनुमद्वीराय नमः. ओम श्री हनुमते 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 नमः. शिव स्मरणम्. ओम ओम नमः शिवाय. 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 ओम वज्रनखाय विद्महे तीक्ष्णदग्गश्राय धीमहि तन्नो नारसिंहः प्रचोदयात्. ओम नमो भगवते श्री लक्ष्मी नारसिंहाय प्रह्लादाय च. ओम वज्रनखाय विद्महे तीक्ष्णदग्गश्राय धीमहि तन्नो नारसिंहः प्रचोदयात्. ओम नमो भगवते श्री लक्ष्मी नारसिंहाय प्रह्लादाय च. ओम वज्रनखाय विद्महे तीक्ष्णदग्गश्राय धीमहि तन्नो नारसिंहः प्रचोदयात्. ओम नमो भगवते श्री लक्ष्मी नारसिंहाय प्रह्लादाय च. How many we have done yesterday, friends? Do you remember? Sahasranamavali. I believe 500 done. Let us do from 600 to 700. Okay. Om Sharvaya Namaha. Om Shankaraya Namaha. Om Shankaraya Namaha. Om Adhanaya Namaha. Om Amareshaya Namaha. Om Mahadevaya Namaha. Om Vishwadevaya Namaha. Om Surarighne Namaha. Om Ahirbudhnyaya Namaha. Om Anilabhaya Namaha. Om Chekitanaya Namaha. Om Havishe Namaha. Om Ajaikapade Namaha. ओम कापालिने नमः, ओम त्रिशंकवे नमः, ओम अजिताय नमः, ओम शिवाय नमः, ओम धन्वन्तरये नमः, ओम धूमकेतवे नमः, ओम स्कंदाय नमः, ओम वैश्रवणाय नमः, ओम धात्रे नमः, ओम शक्राय नमः, ओम विष्णवे नमः, ओम मित्राय नमः, ओम त्वष्ट्रे नमः, ओम ध्रुवाय नमः, ओम धनाय नमः, ओम प्रभावाय नमः, ओम सर्वगायवायवे नमः, ओम अर्यम्णे नमः, ओम सवित्रे नमः, ओम रवये नमः, ओम उषंगवे नमः, ओम विधात्रे नमः, ओम मान्धात्रे नमः, ओम भूतभावनाय नमः, ओम विभवे नमः, ओम वर्णविभाविने नमः, ओम सर्वकामगुणावहाय नमः, ओम पद्मनाभाय नमः, ओम महागर्भाय नमः, ओम चंद्रवक्त्राय नमः, ओम अनिलाय नमः, ओम अनलाय नमः, ओम बलवते नमः, ओम उपशांताय नमः, ओम पुराणाय नमः, ओम पुण्यचंचुरिणे नमः, ओम कुरुकर्त्रे नमः, ओम कुरुवासिने नमः, ओम कुरुभूताय नमः, ओम गुणौषधाय नमः, ओम सर्वाशयाय नमः, ओम दर्भचारिणे नमः, ओम सर्वेषां प्राणिनां पतये नमः, ओम देवदेवाय नमः, ओम सुखासक्ताय नमः, ओम सते नमः, ओम असते नमः, ओम सर्वरत्नविदे नमः, ओम कैलासगिरिवासिने नमः, ओम हिमवद्गिरिसंश्रयाय नमः, ओम कूलहारिणे नमः, ओम कुलकर्त्रे नमः, ओम बहुविद्याय नमः, ओम बहुप्रदाय नमः, ओम अणिजाय नमः, ओम वर्धकिने नमः, ओम वृक्षाय नमः, ओम वकुलाय नमः, ओम चंदनाय नमः, ओम छदाय नमः, ओम सारग्रीवाय नमः, ओम महाजत्रवे नमः, ओम अलोलाय नमः, ओम महौषधाय नमः, ओम सिद्धार्थकारिणे नमः, ओम सिद्धार्थश्चंदो व्याकरणोत्तराय नमः, ओम सिंहनादाय नमः, ओम सिंहदंष्ट्राय नमः, ओम सिंहगाय नमः, ओम सिंहवाहनाय नमः, ओम प्रभावात्मने नमः, ओम जगत्कालस्थालाय नमः, ओम लोकहिताय नमः, ओम तरवे नमः, ओम सारंगाय नमः, ओम नवचक्रांगाय नमः, ओम केतुमालिने नमः, ओम सभावनाय नमः, ओम भूतालयाय नमः, ओम भूतपतये नमः, ओम अहोरात्राय नमः, ओम अनिन्दिताय नमः, ओम सर्वभूतानां वाहित्रे नमः, ओम सर्वभूतानां निलयाय नमः, ओम विभवे नमः, ओम भवाय नमः, ओम अमोघाय नमः, ओम संयताय नमः, ओम अश्वाय नमः, ओम भोजनाय नमः, ओम भोजनाय नमः, ओम भोजनाय नमः, ओम श्री सांब सदाशिवाय नमः. 25 we do. ऋभुगीता 18th chapter. ओम अथ श्री शिवरहस्यम ऋभुगीता अथ अष्टादशोऽध्यायः ऋभुः. ओम शृणु भूयः परं तत्त्वं सद्यो मोक्षप्रदायकं सर्वं ब्रह्मैव सततं सर्वं शान्तं न संशयः ब्रह्माक्षरमिदं सर्वं पराकारमिदं न हि इदमित्यपि यद्दोषं वयमित्यपि भाषणं यत्किञ्चित् स्मरणं नास्ति यत्किञ्चित् ध्यानमेव हि यत्किञ्चित् ज्ञानरूपं वा तत्सर्वं ब्रह्म एव हि यत्किञ्चित् ब्रह्मवाक्यं वा यत्किञ्चित् वेदवाक्यकं यत्किञ्चित् गुरुवाक्यं वा तत्सर्वं ब्रह्म एव हि यत्किञ्चित् कल्मषं सत्यं यत्किञ्चित् प्रियभाषणं यत्किञ्चिन् मननं सत्ता तत्सर्वं ब्रह्म एव हि यत्किञ्चित् श्रवणं नित्यं यत्किञ्चित् ध्यानमश्नुते यत्किञ्चित् निश्चयं श्रद्धा तत्सर्वं ब्रह्म एव हि यत्किञ्चित् गुरूपदेशं यत्किञ्चित् गुरुचिन्तनं यत्किञ्चित् योगभेदं वा तत्सर्वं ब्रह्म एव हि सर्वं त्यज्य गुरुं त्यज्य सर्वं सन्त्यज्य नित्यशः तूष्णीमेवासनं ब्रह्म सुखमेव हि केवलं सर्वं त्यक्त्वा सुखं नित्यं सर्वत्यागं सुखं महत् सर्वत्यागः परानन्दं सर्वत्यागः परं सुखं सर्वत्यागं मनस्त्यागः सर्वत्यागमहं कृतेः सर्वत्यागं महायागः सर्वत्यागः सुखं परं सर्वत्यागं महामोक्षं चित्तत्यागं तदेव हि चित्तमेव जगत् नित्यं चित्तमेव हि संस्कृतिः चित्तमेव महामाया चित्तमेव शरीरकं चित्तमेव भयं देहः चित्तमेव मनोमयं चित्तमेव प्रपञ्चाख्यं चित्तमेव हि कल्मषं चित्तमेव जडं सर्वं चित्तमेवेन्द्रियादिकं चित्तमेव सदा सत्यं चित्तमेव न हि क्वचित् चित्तमेव महाशास्त्रं चित्तमेव मनःप्रदं चित्तमेव सदा पापं चित्तमेव सदा मतं चित्तमेव हि सर्वाख्यं चित्तमेव सदा जहि चित्तं नास्तीति चिन्ता स्यात् आत्ममात्रं प्रकाशते चित्तमस्तीति चिन्ता चेत् चित्तत्वं स्वयमेव हि चित्ताख्यं स्वयं ब्रह्म न संशयः चित्तमेव हि सर्वाख्यं चित्तं सर्वमिति स्मृतं ब्रह्मैवाहं स्वयं ज्योतिः ब्रह्मैवाहं न संशयः सर्वं ब्रह्म न सन्देहः सर्वं चित् ज्योतिरेव हि अहं ब्रह्मैव नित्यात्मा पूर्णात् पूर्णतरं सदा अहं पृथिव्यादिसहितम् अहमेव विलक्षणम् अहं सूक्ष्मशरीरान्तम् अहमेव पुरातनम् अहमेव हिमानात्मा सर्वं ब्रह्मैव केवलं चिदाकारो ह्यहं पूर्णः चिदाकारमिदं जगत् चिदाकारं चिदाकाशं चिदाकाशमहं सदा चिदाकाशं त्वमेवासि चिदाकाशमहं सदा चिदाकाशं चिदेवेदं चिदाकाशात् न किञ्चन चिदाकाशततं सर्वं चिदाकाशं प्रकाशकं चिदाकारं मनोरूपं चिदाकाशं हि चिद्घनं चिदाकाशं परं ब्रह्म चिदाकाशं च चिन्मयः चिदाकाशं शिवं साक्षात् चिदाकाशमहं सदा सच्चिदानन्दरूपोऽहं सच्चिदानन्दशाश्वतः सच्चिदानन्दसन्मात्रं सच्चिदानन्दभावनः. All Upanishads, when we study, whatever little doubts remain, hesitations are there, all of them are removed, thrown away if we do the study of RAMAYA every day. Perfect, beautiful text has come in our life at a very right time where one after the other Upanishads we are studying and coming to the conclusion of the Adhyatma Ramayana and other Shastras. See, if you really consciously chant, while chanting you are aware about the Ekameva Advayam Brahma, so vehemently said. Other than that, whatever are there, only in our imagination. Therefore, through Vyatireka and Anvaya Sadhana, truth alone is revealed. Like a physical scientist, everything he rejects from the standpoint of the atoms. You know? Everything is nothing but atomic or energy. You understand? Little go subtler, space. Go subtler, Shakti. Go subtler, Paramatma only. Chaitanya, Satta. They are absolutely abstract. They cannot be perceived by any of the faculties. But we can recognize our identity with that. That's the ultimate goal to be reached. Drishti. Drishtim jnanamayam krutva pashet brahmamayam jagat. These are all trick of the mind. We have to transcend. Takes lot of time. The effort is the Shastra Dhenam Mananam Chintanam. Do it long time till it happens. What happens? The delusion of the world being real other than self is transcended in the realization of the self which is beyond all expressions, one without second. Just now Ramji was telling that only. I alone am there in and through everything. Great text this one. Rubu Gita. Lucky. Amma. Let us do our arati. Om Bhurbhuva Swaha Tatsavitурvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Yo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Natatra Suryo Bhati Na Chandra Tarakam Nema Vidyuto Bhanti Kutoyam Agnihi Tameva Bhantamanubhati Sarvam Tasya Vasa Sarvamidam Narayana Vidmehe Vasudevaya Dhimatanno Dasharatha Vidmehe Sita Vallam Tanno Rama Bharyaye Vidmehe Bhumi Jaye Cha Dhimatanna Sita Tatpurushaya Me Tanno Rudra Mangalam Gurudevaya Brahmaloka Dashisa Eri Me नमो ब्रह्मांड बोल सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय राधावर कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय उमावर चंद्रचूड़ भगवान की जय श्री रामायण महाभारत भागवत उपनिषद गीता ब्रह्मसूत्र योग वासिष्ठ भातंजलि योग दर्शन अध्यात्म रामायण सूत्र संहिता शिवपुराण ऋभु गीता समस्त सनातन धर्म वैदिक हिंदू संस्कृति श्रुति स्मृति पुराण इतिहास शास्त्र की जय। वेद व्यास सुखदेव सूत आदि भागवताचार्य की जय। वेद व्यास वाल्मीकि विश्वामित्र तुलसीदास आदि रामायणाचार्य की जय। वेद व्यास वैशंपायन याज्ञवल्क्य आद्य शंकरादि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्य की जय। हिरण्यगर्भ कपिल पतंजलि व्यास आदि योग दर्शनाचार्य की जय। बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। आज के आनंद की जय। नमः पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव हर सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद। जानकी जीवन स्मरण जय जय राम राम। अम्बे अम्बे आदि पराशक्ति माता की जय। श्री सांब सदाशिव भगवान की जय। समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासु धर्म संस्था गण की जय। भारत माता की जय। सनातन धर्म वैदिक हिंदू संस्कृति की जय। आध्यात्मिक जीवन विधान की जय। शुभम। थैंक यू फ्रेंड्स। आप छुट्टियां मांग रहे थे तो मैं